right, so let's
Who the fuck is Craig?
let's start this off. Kick this off going. All right. So first thing we're going to talk about today is training. So lately, just with the new some of the new staff members that have been trained, it's I don't really particularly like how some of the staff members are being trained. I don't know who they're being trained by. I mean, I found out the other day that I'm not going to mention his name, but I found out like a T mod or a VIP mod trained a staff member.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I don't even want to know how that happened, but that can't work. So I'm going to change the way training is going to start happening around here. First thing is that from now on, I'm adding a new thing to the training guide that I made on the forums. From now on, you need to get them as a part of the training to come onto the TeamSpeak server. You need to tell them about it. Tell them that whenever they're on the server playing or on duty, they should be on the TeamSpeak. It should be like a thing that they need to do. Unless for some reason, like they can't, which, I don't know what that reason would be. But by and large, we need to get them on the TeamSpeak. And if they're VIP mods and not people that applied, we need to also tell them about the forums, tell them they need to be on it, get on it, post, be active. These are two things that are absolutely mandatory. It needs to happen, not non-negotiable. Another thing is I see that some people I've watched train that they skip things, they don't go over certain rules, or they don't, test them on their knowledge of staff rules and stuff like that. And then those staff, because they weren't trained or they weren't properly taught all these things. So when they go out there and try to do their sits, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like just the other day, again, not going to name names, a staff member in a sit said that you needed to advert whether they when you do a hit, that you need to advert hit complete or hit accepted, otherwise it's fail RP. Like that is straight up bullshit. And another one said that you're allowed to kidnap, which is also bullshit. So I'm gonna start making a roster for people that are allowed to train. You need to be like certified almost to train. I'm gonna be making a post on the forums, and if anyone wants to try out, you have to be a moderator. A senior moderator and above in order to try out for it. You have to have a microphone in order to do it. And there's going to be some materials I'm going to put in the post that you can use to be prepared for the tryout, so you're not like going there without any idea of what to do. So, that's how we're going to do things from now on. Because we need to have people who are like actually know what they're doing when it comes to training new staff, because they need to know what they're doing right off the bat. Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about is a thing that I've seen a lot lately for some reason, and it has to stop. And that's staff members arguing in at chat, fighting with each other, getting in each other's business. I know that Rick has something he wants to say. You have the floor.
Okay. So.
Vera. Vera.
I want you guys to please. Okay, so we're going to talk about how we need to work together. Okay, don't get into other people's business unless you're trying to help them, or, well, that's the only time that you would do it. You don't need to worry about other people's ranks, them being promoted or demoted. If you have a problem, you need to go and bring it up to a higher up instead of confronting the person on it yourself, because that just creates arguments. It makes us work worse as a team,
Also,
and it makes
thing,
everything go really slowly.
What Rick was doing, don't try to pay to get someone banned. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing. You should never do that. Never try to do that. Yeah, okay. So just don't start beef with other people. If there's a real problem, go and actually talk with the higher up. I've seen a lot of arguing, fighting, calling each other out in that chat, and it just needs to stop. And
Yeah, well said. And I just to bring up a proper example, and I mean, again, I'm not going to name names, but just yesterday, and I mean, like, this is insane to me. I saw a guy claim a sit, and he took 2.2 seconds too long to bring the people to the sit, and I saw people wailing on him in that chat. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you kids doing? Like they're like calling him an idiot. Like, do you not know how to use Bring? Like I'm like sitting there,
Also,
and it
wait.
was
Also, another thing I see a lot is like there'll be like 5 staff on and then they'll leave one person on duty to take every sit. I don't know why. There was 80 players on earlier, and there was one on duty, and I'd asked 3 people to get on duty.
yeah, that was the good point, Ebony. That was the next thing I was going to talk about. But yeah, if you see shit happening, lots of players on the server, it should be one staff to like 10 to 15 players. So don't wait for someone to tell you. Don't like let shit get out of hand before you jump on duty. Don't make us have to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, if
Dude,
there's
that's
one
your
person on
job.
duty and there's 70 to 80 players on, you should know to get on duty and help the person that's on duty.
Exactly. 100% right. That's what you need to do. I mean, you're a staff member to do that. That's the whole point of the job. It's a job. You know, it's a privilege and a job. So when you see shit happening, don't stand by. Actually, be active. Be proactive. All right? Be fucking proactive.
Clear up that acne.
Oh my god. That's some serious memes right there. All right, so like just to top off that whole thing. So when you see, shit, get on duty. When we tell you to get on duty, don't make any excuses. If you're on the server, it means that you don't have anything you're doing. You need to get on duty. Don't argue with us. Don't say, "Oh, I'm leaving in 2 seconds." Oh, I've been on duty all day. Don't like have someone have to set your job to on duty and then change back. I've seen this happen 5 times today. Someone will get on duty and then they'll just get back on, or someone will set them to off duty and they'll get back. It's just like it's crazy. So if we tell you to get on, get on. There's nothing you can say. Or if you have to go, then go. But don't come back in 5 minutes because that's obviously bullshit. You know. So if you have to
Yeah, I
leave,
see
then
this a lot too. I'll ask someone to get on duty. They'll get on duty for like 30 seconds. They're like, BRB, gotta go. They'll leave for 10 minutes, come back and start RPing.
exactly. All right. Another thing. So next topic I'm going to talk about is reports. So now this is mostly cleared up now, but in like the first couple days this week, like Tuesday, Wednesday, when the report system came back, a lot of people were not using it, instead using @chat, and we need to change that. Okay, the report system is back. All right. So you need to make your advert say use report instead of @. Do not bring people who use @chat. We need to retrain people on the server to stop doing it. Okay, everything is going to be done through reports so that we can keep track of who's doing what and all of that. So from now on, take reports. And the only way as of right now, until it's fixed, to take reports is to claim it while it's in the top right corner of your screen. Because after that, it goes into the sit menu and then it disappears.
We're fixing reports right now, and I'm adding
Are we?
the old thing back that counts how many reports you've handled.
Oh, you haven't added it yet? Okay.
No.
I thought that you added it, but I just
Wait,
didn't
so
know.
we don't know how many. So up until now, are those numbers there or no?
No, there's no numbers right now.
Shit.
Fine, just go off how you usually promote and demote people. But he's adding it, like he said. So.
Okay. Who's going to be able to see it?
Me and Cody.
Yeah. I'll be on
Okay.
every day, so.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So that's that. All right. Next up is going to be. So I want to talk about the importance of moderators. All right. So a lot of times, and I'll see this as like sort of a mindset that a lot of people have on the team is that like they might be like mod or T mod or S mod, and they're always just like itching to get to those higher ranks, and they think that if they that if they're a mod like that, it doesn't mean anything, that they're trash or whatever. And I want to sort of address that because
Sound muted.
you're the
Sound
heroes
resumed.
of this server. Like you're the guys that actually keep shit running. You're the guys that actually get on duty, deal with shit. You make the server run. Like you're the guys that are the cogs in the well-oiled
Yeah, like
machine.
YouTube
Without
heroes,
you,
am I right?
yeah. So what? I actually didn't hear what you said.
YouTube heroes, you know what that is?
No, I have no idea. Well, YouTube heroes?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Okay. What was I saying? So yeah, so the mods, you guys are very important to us. You are more important than the admin ranks, than the manager ranks, because we're just here to make sure that you guys are doing the right thing. At the
Pretty
end of the
much
day,
what
you
I'm
are the guys that are actually doing the hard work. You're the guys on the ground, doing all the labor. So we value you. We need you. Without you, none of this works. So you guys got to know that you have an important place on our team. So let's just you gotta know how much you're worth, and you guys are definitely worth more. So yeah, next topic I want to talk about, and I think Nightbot and Char have a lot to talk about. This is D3A off duty. I don't think there's lately the past couple of weeks I've seen an increase in it steadily. Like people no clipping off duty. I've seen 5 of that this week. I've seen 3 people warn other people and themselves.
IKEA.
Yeah, just for your information, D3A is the admin commands and shit. So I've seen 3 people warn themselves off duty in the past 3 days. I've seen 5 people no clip off duty. I've seen people ban off duty when they didn't have to. I've seen people go to other
Don't
people
ban
off
off
duty
unless you're forced to. Like if no one's
like I've seen people like just the other day.
He's still mass RDMing, then of course ban him. But you should probably get on duty if no one is.
Right, and then if what's it called? So I've seen someone like the guy's raiding with another friend of his, and he'll go to him like every 2 seconds, like to go to their next place or whatever, and bring him and shit. Like that's fucking trash. You don't do that, dude. That's bad. All right, so Chara and Nightbot, why don't you two go over when it is okay to D3 off duty, and what command specifically would you use under certain extreme circumstances?
I'm stuffing my face. 1 second.
All right, never mind. Forget about him. Nightbot, why don't you tell us when exactly?
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, I guess I'm going now. Okay. So, I've been getting a lot of reports, hearing a lot of reports of D3 off duty and all that stuff. Setting your job off duty, warning off duty, no clipping off duty.
Right.
You should never do any of those. Ever.
I mentioned that, but when are the times that what commands and what are the situations?
Only use ban if
Sounds like you're reading
mass
something.
mass prop spamming. Like, I don't know. If someone's like DDoS threatening, advertising, if like no one else is on that can do it.
Well, I mean,
if
someone's like, like
if there's like only team mods on, no one else.
Yeah,
no.
If people aren't on duty, then obviously get on duty. But
yeah, and if you see those things happening where you have to ban someone for that, then you should get on duty right after you do it, or even just ban them as soon as you get on duty, because there's clearly stuff going on, and people need you to go do your job. For all that stuff, I would like to take a minute to talk about setting your job off duty. Okay.
You shouldn't have to ban off duty because if there's only T-mods on duty, you should be on duty.
yeah, you should be on
Exactly.
duty. What he's saying.
That's why I said to get on duty as soon as you do ban, even though you should already be on duty. But what was I talking about?
Setting your job off duty.
Oh yeah, that. Okay. You can do
Yeah, what kind of
/staff on
retard does
duty.
that?
You can do /citizen to get off. You don't need to change your job, set job your name, then that. That's 3
Yeah, you
times
have
more
to get
difficult than
another
just
level of
doing the
lazy.
command to do it.
Well, it's
There's
not
the
even
F-
lazy. You're just being weird.
There's the F4
Yeah.
menu. The only thing it does different is take longer and spam up the chat. And it's just dumb. It is legitimately no
Yeah,
reason.
another thing, if you do set your job, like let's say you're on duty so you can use commands, don't set your job to something like mayor. Like, dude, that is bad. You
Don't
have
set your
no
job
idea.
to anything. Don't even use that command. The command's only for if like the mayor gets RDM'd or something. It's literally
Exactly.
useless besides
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, do not set your job, do not set other people's jobs unless it's a situation like that. Because that is not cool. You have no idea how not cool that shit is.
It's just really there's no point besides, if a mayor gets RDM
I got a quick
Right.
question.
or gets
Okay,
killed in the.
We'll have time for questions at the end. Also, guys, in the chat, I mean, a staff member, Eben, I'm going to say, Eben just pointed out to me, and he's right, that you guys are fooling around in chat right now. You guys need to pay attention. Don't act like a retard. Otherwise, there will be consequences. So don't be acting like a fuckboy.
Can I talk about one more thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
Okay, so also when it comes to going to people and like if you go to a person that's below you for a sit and they can't return you, also, first off, you should only go to people if you're needed for a sit or if you're on duty. And if they can't return you, don't fly down. Just have them go to the ground and then go to them. Because you just shouldn't be using the no-clip command at all. Even if it's, a bit more efficient to go no-clip, you can't do it, so don't. And, yeah. Pretty much
Well
that's
said.
it.
Well said. All right, next point I'm going to make is activity. So, obviously, as staff members, you need to be, active on the server, active on the TeamSpeak, active on the forums. But if for whatever reason, life gets in the way, this is a video game. So if for whatever reason you can't be active, you guys need to let us know, and you need to tell us for how long, etc. I have some of the people on this list that didn't make the meeting today did not tell us shit. And not only that, they're not active on the server. They're not active anywhere. They're just off the grid for days, weeks, maybe. That can't happen. If you're not going to be on, have the decency to let us know. Because otherwise, we'll just assume you're done and we'll demote you. We'll forget about you after a week or two. So if you're going to be gone, that's fine. We're very understanding. We're reasonable people. Let us know. Tell us who, what, where, and why. The details that we need to know, because otherwise we'll just think you're AWOL, whatever. So if you have to go off the reservation, make sure that we know about it.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean me, Evity, Garnet,
anyone,
maybe
or
Rick,
make a post under administration.
or make a post. The best thing you can do is make a post on the forum, specifically the administration sections. That's the best thing you can do. So yeah.
Yeah, you won't get demoted as long as you make a post or tell somebody. That's high rank.
Ritesh. Dudes, what the All right, Eben, you know what? I'll give you talk permissions. Whatever you don't like, I want you to call it out. Go ahead.
Okay. What do you mean, just in general or whatever in chat?
No, yeah, whatever you were poking me about, yeah.
Oh, I was just saying, like, if you guys are actually gonna be serious about this is supposed to be serious. You shouldn't be dicking around in chat, as it's just not respectful. They're trying to actually help and fix the server. And just the fact that you guys are fucking around in it and just being like, making jokes everywhere.
Another thing, why is this guy spamming advert with that? Taking up like 3 lines every time he pastes that.
Don't. That's a good point. I would say too, on the point being of like, because I think it was worded correctly, and it's something I brought up because I told you about it, dude, bro, and it's because of what Garnet had a long time ago for the staff team. But basically, understanding what percentage that the team's supposed to be working at. Team mods and moderators are supposed to be half 90, no, pretty much all the time on duty. If I remember the words directly for team mods, saying you are 100% always on duty, or you should be trying at least whenever you're on.
Yeah, that's what team mods are supposed
That's what team mods, and I would say about mods too, because here's the thing, the problem that we're having.
Mods also help the team mods out a bit, if they have questions.
The problem that I see too is that like team mods, I think we talked about this, Garnet. Team mods pretty much they stay team mods for like weeks. I've seen people who've been team mods for about weeks, and that's hard because those people. It's supposed to be a trial era. It shouldn't be an actual ranking process era, or in which they should be tested to see if they know what they're doing. I would say this too because I've seen some people do. I would say for a couple things. One, admins, your job is to help out the moderators. That doesn't mean that you don't get on duty. That means you should help out the moderators and teach them. They look at you as role models. Second of all, you guys should not be fighting with people over if they break rules. You should try to talk to them and correct them, saying, don't come up and threaten and warn someone. I say if someone breaks a rule, come up and actually have a word with them about it. Don't go aggressive against them. Don't threaten to do stuff to them. Go up and have a word with them and say, hey, let's try to correct this. On the other standpoint too, don't argue getting on duty. It doesn't matter. Even when you talk with people, then correct from that. When someone tells you to go on duty, and I know this is a bad problem, when someone tells them to go on duty, You should not argue with it. You should immediately get on duty, stand there for a little while, and try to come and say in chat, being like, "Hey, I was on duty earlier." I've seen a lot of times too where I'll tell people to get on duty, and they immediately try to argue with me, saying, "Well, I was on duty earlier," and I say, "Well, good. You should still be on duty." There should be no argument directly amongst higher staff. When someone who's a higher rank than you tells you to get on duty, you
Get
should
on
just
duty.
get on duty. You
Yeah.
shouldn't just argue with them. You shouldn't sit there, "Well, I'm gonna be leaving." Just be like, "Good, well, administrate until you have to leave." Alright, from that point too, I want to say this because I'm starting doing more. I haven't been on at night recently because I've had a back injury. I really wish to see if there was more night staff, because night staff is a big problem. A lot of times too, I'd like to set for a regulation. There should be at least 4 staff on, 3 to 4 staff on.
We got a couple now. We got Andrew. Sorry to interrupt. We got Piccolo. Golf ball's back. We got Aziel, who gets on at those times too. So we're getting a solid night roster.
I'm online throughout the night. Occasionally, when I'm working at MRP, we do not have night staff. They're usually AFK. And
On Dark RP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's right about that. The
we
past
used
few
to have
days I
that
get
rule
on
of
at the
thumb,
night.
though, where we had 1 on duty per 25 players online, and that always worked. But
I
I
mean,
went to MRP, and that died since then. It looks like.
from even that standpoint though, just with Dark RP, you're gonna expect to have more complaints and more admin sets. Directly because in context, there's way more rules on Dark RP, and
Yeah,
there's way more ninjas on it.
but
So
Even
three
though
you know,
it's
staff for
simpler.
75 players is more than sufficient.
yeah, I'm saying like 3 to 4 staff on a server of even like I've seen with 100 will do fine. Of course, you'll be a little backlogged, but if you guys are working persistently enough, which it's not that hard, you guys should be able to get it. The problem I see too is just like, try to be more like I see people going around like no clipping, and I've counted it too, where someone will call for an admin, and I'll watch 2 staff just sit there and talk while someone in admin chat is requesting for an admin. I mean, beforehand, and Garnet, you can state this, when we had that report system where people realized that the more reports you did, the more, like, if you got 50 reports, more people would be completely persistent about it. They were trying to
it's
fight for
this way
staff sits.
Like,
Thank
yeah.
God.
It's gonna
I
be
just
like that
think-
Thank
again.
God.
Yeah.
I just
Next
missed the
reset.
old layout for the old
I
staff.
meant-
I
dude,
feel like
I
this one's
do
like really
love it.
small.
I love
the
not
old one.
confusing, but I just like it's not
Okay.
as good.
Anyway,
it's still
so-
good. It works. No, I just
Just,
like I like the layout of the old one. Is what I was saying.
Well,
No, this
all
one's
you
good
do
too,
is
though.
grab a sit. This one allows you to teleport to people and actually handle it.
It is better.
No,
It
no,
is an
I,
upgrade.
I know. I like this one. I was just saying I like the layout of it.
Like
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
type in exclamation sits.
Yeah, I like just the way
I mean,
it
there
looks.
was no use for it. That's
User
why
No,
we
your
got rid of
yeah,
channel
it
is
just looked
recording.
like I don't know, it looked cool.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like
So-
how the old one worked too. But anyways,
But
my
yeah, if
point-
you're adding
the
if
new
you're
one
adding the
is
stick count, then
decent.
it'll be better. Than
Yeah,
what it
it'll be
used to.
good. It'll be good. And just a lot of what Eben said. I mean, pretty much all of it was really well said. I mean, going off what we said before, it was really on point. Great points from him. And also going off what he said about the T mods, like I want to say 99% of the T mods we had this week went to mod or S mod.
Yep.
So that's good. So we got them up there. Evity can
Because
attest.
people are not gonna feel motivated if they're not getting promoted. They're just gonna
Right.
hardly get on.
Well, the
Yeah,
problem
so
the problem I
we
see
took
too,
care of that.
The problem I see too is that you guys got to understand, if you're actually here to help the community, you guys shouldn't be worried about your ranks as much as trying to get as many promotions as you can. If your main goal is to help the server and your main objective is to come in here and try to make the server better, I mean, that's why I don't ask for promotions. I got set to T admin. I come on when I can. I haven't been able to recently, but you guys understand what your rank
User
entitles.
left your channel.
When you're of higher rank, and if you're, for example, a mod, your job means more to most people than the admins. The admins are there to basically administrate you guys. Admins are there to help out if there's a situation in which it requires someone with better knowledge. That's the problem, Okay, well, that's Vera's point. That's not my point. My point is that you guys should work together more to understand
User in your channel is recording.
people
User in
here
your
who
channel is
are-
recording.
people who are mods here in the community have a better standpoint on how to work better, because you guys come in, you guys are the people who were the users beforehand. and you guys are getting new to how to see our administration. I think what I don't speak that well. I've just been doing this for a long time. On that
Yeah.
point too, I would say this is a good idea. You guys should give better feedback of what you experience within the community to help us out. If you guys have complaints about people going hard on you, always post that stuff in the forums. Don't mind if people yell at you or get mad at you. We need to know about the staff team. Then if Vera's
Yeah.
doing stuff, then go and report her. It's as simple as
Yeah,
that. You don't need to
post on
complain
the
about
forums,
it.
but also if you are like going off what he said, he's right. But if you're worried about like backlash, if it's
Insufficient
controversial,
permissions.
if you think that it's gonna look whatever weird, it's just if you're second guessing, if you're doubting yourself, just message a higher up. Message either me, Rick, Garnet, Evity, Eben, just any of these guys. The higher up ranks, we're trustworthy. We'll take care of it. Show us whatever you got. Or your option one, your first instinct should be posted on the forums. Like he said, any problems, any issues, any proof. I mean, you have to have proof of these problems, whatever. But bring them up. I mean,
Oh yeah,
we'll take care of
room
it.
to be an S real quick. I let people add me and ask me questions, but then they add me and their question will be, "Can I ask you a question?" That's when I delete you. And make you
Also,
re-add me.
that happens to me too, but also I add people and they just spam me, like when I'm sleeping too. Like just nonstop, they just spam me.
Yeah.
Shoot,
So
If
this
you
is I
send
get
me-
that
if-
too.
If you send me a question and I don't reply, then I probably am not there.
Yeah, so that's another thing, and I get that as well. I mean, do not. First of all, if you have a question, just ask the question. I mean, if we don't respond, it means we're busy. So just wait patiently. We will get back to you. I try to get back to everyone that messages me. Maybe not on like right away, at some point. And
and
please
that's
don't give
why-
us anything that'll waste our time, like some I don't know what, but just nonsense spamming
Yeah,
us or
but
like.
make sure to check the rules first.
Actually-
if you have a question.
And even on that
Check the
point,
rules.
don't go directly to the higher ups. That's the reason why admins are here too. If you guys got questions, I'm pretty sure most of the admins can probably answer it. I've handled sits that you guys did for 15 minutes in a minute. It's not that hard. You guys that's the reason admins are
I
here.
hate when that happens.
Yeah, I do
On
too.
MRP,
It's just
it happens all the time.
go to us. Even if we're off duty, just most of us will reply. Message us. I mean, there's pretty much. I mean, besides now it's varianted, but ask someone who's higher up than you about a question. And if you're not comfortable in doing what you do, what I did and what I usually do is if I proceed to do something and I know that it has a 50-50 chance, I do it and then message someone saying that I did it and then saying that it could be changed. Don't
Alright,
go
1
on and
second.
make your own decisions about it and then get backlash like that. If you guys are worried about it too,
Yeah.
you guys are moderators. You guys are gonna expect it to be made mistakes. Admins are expected to make mistakes. Just learn to
Yeah.
correct from your mistakes. You
Talk
know.
power granted.
Alright, Junior Firefighter
Well
said he
said.
wants to say something. What did you want to say?
Pretty much, if you guys, people that are in the higher ranks, they're there for a reason. They were able to prove to their higher ups that they are able to do the job. Just because you're a T mod or a mod doesn't mean that you can't do the same exact job as them or is better than them. You should be trying to do better than them and prove that you can do it. If you have
Yeah.
questions, it's better than ask them instead of just going off of a judgment or I think.
Also, something else. I see a lot of T mods ask other T mods, and then the other T mods will tell them the wrong thing. It's better
Yeah.
to ask someone that's higher
If-
than a lower rank.
If
Yeah.
you go off of your judgment or I thought or I think, you're not gonna get through easy.
I would say it
Yeah.
like this:
That's
your first resort should be resulting to the staff rules and the server rules.
staff rules
Exactly.
and server
Then
rules.
you go to
but
admins,
I think,
and then you go to
Yeah,
higher
go
ups.
ahead. Yeah,
Sorry.
so another thing I wanted to say was about that. So like staff rules and server rules definitely, but whoever trains you from like going forward, whoever trains you, you need to add them on Steam, and anytime you have a question about something, your first
Yeah,
instinct should
usually I'll
be
give
ask
them my
them.
Steam account, but I mean, they never really add me often.
I would.
If-
Make sure they add you, and make sure if they have any questions that they ask you and you give them the right answer. Because if you're there to train, you obviously know your shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So
If you
So-
guys ever have any questions, I post on my Steam profile. Hit me up with the ad. I'm really well when it comes to staff because I've been staff on multiple other servers and I may be a mod, but
Well, okay. I see a lot of people saying this about Vera. If it's about Vera, then legitly make a post about it. saying
Dude,
it.
she's gone.
Quit.
Look,
She's
She's
gone.
Vera's not.
That's the
I wanna,
point. She's
yeah,
not.
Vera's
She's
not
not above
staff
that.
right now. She's not staff. Guys, stop bringing her up. Like
She's
this
gone.
is not. We're not here.
She's not
This
staff,
isn't a
she's not
Vera
gonna
staff
I don't
meeting.
get it.
This isn't a Vera staff meeting. This isn't Drama 101. This isn't Drama
Yeah.
Alert. Okay, my
Just
name
ignore her.
isn't
She's not
Daniel
getting
Keem.
staff again.
Yeah, my name isn't Daniel Keem. Rick isn't fucking Leafy is
Five
here.
footer.
All right, so that's
Yes,
not what we're
what's
doing
up?
here.
Wait,
By the way, let you know your Steam list is full.
It's
Your
what?
friend list, your friend list is full. Just
so
let you know.
Is it?
How
much
Talk power revoked.
Can you kind of get ahead real soon?
All right, so last thing I want to talk about before this meeting is pretty much adjourned is listening to higher ups, and this doesn't necessarily mean me and Evony and Garnet. This means just like a mod, a T mod, or a mod, or an S mod listening to an L mod or a T.
It doesn't matter
I
if
mean,
they're 1 rank or 5 ranks higher, and you should listen to
Yeah.
them.
You listen to them, yeah. Like a lot of times, like lately, I'll see like an L mod talking to an S mod or a T mod, telling him that he should do something this way or that way, trying to help him, and it'll spark an argument because the T mod will rebel like an angsty teenager against his father. That shit can't work around here. All right, that's not. Like, you can't act like an angsty little kid, like fighting your dad, like rebellious, like, fuck you, dad, I'll show you how it's done. Like, no, dude, that's not how it works. It doesn't work like that.
In
All
a
right?
sense, refer to the hierarchy system.
Vivian, you
There's
can-
always
Yeah,
the
refer
person
to the
above you.
hierarchy system. Listen to your higher up. If what he says is telling you to do ends up being bullshit, then it's gonna be his fault, not yours.
Dude, bro.
But listen to them. And also, if you're shaky about something, if you're not sure, like let's say someone tells you to do something and you're like, I don't know if this is the right thing to do, then ask someone who's over his head and double check to make sure that what he's telling you to do is right. At the end of the day, you gotta listen to them because if there's no hierarchy system, then none of this works. So just listen to people that are higher ranked than you. They get the final say, and that's that. Should be no argument sparking because someone higher than you told you to do this, X, and you didn't want to do X because fuck them. It's not how it works. You can't do that. So,
All right, ask your
yeah.
question, Sam.
So now we're gonna have time for questions. Now everyone can ask questions.
I'm gonna give
before this
everyone
meeting
talk
is adjourned.
Should
Yeah,
we-
give everyone
should
talk
we-
power.
Okay.
Hold on, should we go down
Don't
from the
talk
top?
unless you actually have a question, though.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
why don't we
Yeah.
start from the top and go
If
down
you
and ask
spam,
people?
if you spam, and like we're gonna give you talk power, ask your question. If it's
Talk
a
power
joke
granted.
question, if it's a troll, if it's anything, a meme, we're gonna ban you off this TeamSpeak
Damn
server for like 5 minutes. So no joke. This is serious.
I got 2 questions.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so first, when somebody asked me in staff chat, is kidnapping allowed? I said no because that's what I was told, and then they said, "Oh, dude, bro told me it was."
It's not allowed.
No,
No,
it's never
there's no
allowed.
job
Kidnapping has never been allowed. I've never told anyone it's allowed.
Yeah,
Kidnapping
it's been
job
gone
was
for a few
removed.
months now.
It's been gone for a while. It's been gone for a good while.
And to state from that, if someone quotes saying that a higher up told them, enforce what you know and then confront the higher up asking about it. Instead
Yeah.
of going around and he's like, well, I'm kidnapping. Well, you say, well, it's not in the rules. And that person shouldn't be overriding. Well, for example, dude, bro, you shouldn't be overriding the rules unless it's in the rules. That's something I understand.
Yeah.
There's rules that are not in the MOTD, but either way, something as big as kidnapping would be written down in the MOTD.
Right,
Mm.
right. And so Ace, you had another question?
Microphone
Uh,
muted.
two,
Yeah.
right?
So for Garnet, are you there?
He's here.
Okay. So could you add like a special part to G reports to just like contact an
User
admin, like
disconnected
if
from
you're
your channel.
stuck, so you don't have to
Like
just
report for
report a.
nothing.
Yeah. So if
Uh,
you're not
we did
like.
add a
We
question
have
tab there,
other
so
we have
even
other
if you
yeah.
do, yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Even
there-
if you do
others at the
report
bottom.
somebody, you can just choose either question or other, and then
Like you still
Yeah, a
have to
lot of
report
times they'll
somebody.
report it.
Sound muted. Sound
Nice.
resumed.
Yeah. So you,
I'm glad that's
yeah,
in
if you, I know you haven't been on the past couple of days, but
Oh,
when you do
I
get
know,
on
I
and you
have.
do the reports, you'll see that when you open it, there's going to be like actual stuff in there. Unless
Well,
who the fuck? Someone warned that kid.
I've used the report system.
Oh yeah, if you report yourself, I should probably remove that. It says you can't report yourself, dickhead. But it should really just be like for questions.
Junior firefighter, what did you just do, bro?
Dude, he warned him for
S1.
You
OOC,
warned
but it's
one
okay.
part
It's
of
the
their
same shit.
name.
Listen.
Don't
Oh, it
warn
just showed
off
nigger in the
names.
warn.
Listen. I accidentally hit the tab button, but listen, boys. Listen, boys. I was given a prime
All right, boys, listen.
example.
There, I'll remove the warn. You just added another one. Give me a second.
Okay.
I have a question.
What should I warn?
Oh, can I
Just
get
warn
my
him for
Shoot
beef
for-
I mean,
warning
Andrew.
removed, please?
Warn him for
Andrew,
advertising.
what's your question?
User in your
Okay,
channel
what
is
would we
recording.
do if somebody like was talking back to you in a sit and he keeps trying to run away from you? What should
You
do?
Okay,
you
the answer is
proceed to
answer
jail.
is very simple. So what you would do if
Jail
someone's
them.
talking back,
Freeze.
being disrespectful, you jail TP them. The exclamation point jail TP them back to the sit. All right,
Oxy
now when
jail
they're in
TP.
jail,
Yeah.
yeah, they can't talk or move because they have the MLTE
They can only
stuck
type,
open.
and that's by opening console and typing.
Yeah, that's by opening console. So what you would do after you jail TP them, what I do is I unjail and then freeze them. So once they're frozen, they can type, but they can't move. All right, and they can also talk. They can use their mic. And what I would do is I would inform them that being disrespectful to other players or yourself is against the rules. You must be respectful in sits. So if they continue to be disrespectful in the sit, you can warn them for that. Also, if they keep running away.
Sound muted. User in your channel is recording. Microphone activated. Sound resumed.
Loading.
Can he
All
talk?
right, it's more of an addition. So,
Okay.
Garnet.
Nobody bet me to it.
What?
Can
I
you
said you
add
beat me.
none to the report? All right, that was already
Didn't we
asked.
just talk about this?
We already
We
asked
literally
that.
just-
All right. Well,
Yeah.
he's not listening to anything we're doing, and he's been trolling throughout
Microphone
the entire
muted.
time. So might as well ban him off TeamSpeak for now.
All right, you want to
Where's
do
he
that
at?
or should I?
I can't see his name right now. But
How
May
long do
I-
you want me to make the ban?
he's recording too, but you know.
We got another guy recording anyway
Yep.
from the whole.
May I speak about something?
How long? How long? A minute? An hour?
User
Okay.
in your channel was banned from the
Okay.
server.
Never
I'm
mind.
going to assume it's my turn now. Okay. So can I just not really a question? I'm just gonna. Okay. So you probably should have brought this up during staff meeting, but I forgot. If someone doesn't believe you and requests a higher up, and you know that you're right, you don't have to bring a higher up because you are their higher up and you have final say over what they
Yep.
say.
If you know for a fact you're right, tell him to bring it up in the forums if he wants.
Yeah, like you don't have to bring higher ups into it if you know that you're right. So just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself.
I got a question.
What's your question?
It's kind of off topic, but I had VIP before I got T-Mod, and it took it away when I got promoted.
Who are you again?
Alright, say it again. What'd you say? You had VIP, so you should be VIP mod, right?
I guess. I mean, if that restricts.
No, if you have
like,
VIP, then you get accepted for trial mod. Then you get VIP mod.
Yeah, we'll fix that.
So-
I want you to do is go to
Microphone
exclamation
activated.
point donate in chat, and then I want you to screenshot that and then just send it in, and then once that's
And I'll
confirmed,
say
we'll set you
VIP
to
mod.
VIP mod.
Hey,
Yeah.
question.
Okay, but will that restrict my chance of like getting promoted?
No, you still get
No.
promoted. If you
no.
buy
Not
it
at all.
or anything, it's VIP mod is exactly the same rank as T mod, but it just has VIP on it.
I have
Okay, thanks.
I have a question.
Yep.
Who banned that cop that was doing the racism in chat?
I
Did
did.
he get banned?
How
Oh,
long
he got
did you ban him
okay.
for?
I banned him for 2 days. I banned him
Can
for like 2
you-
or 3 days, like
Can
mass
you
racism.
update that to mass RDM and LTAP?
Oh, he also mass ODM'd?
Thank
I
you.
got you. Give me a second.
And he left, so 2 weeks.
So yeah, it's a 2-week ban because he
So,
left also.
what's going on, Blitz? Raiding and killing me. Okay.
All right. So any more questions?
Microphone muted.
I have one. Mel Esther, what's your question? Killer Keemstar. Who is
Microphone
Killer
activated.
Keemstar?
No,
don't
Evity.
Can we
know.
talk
No,
an
no, I
overall
banned
note
him, so it disconnected
to a
him.
certain
So
e-girl?
it's not
Can
really
someone
LTAP.
ban Killer Keemstar?
I don't want to be banned. Don't do it.
Microphone
him.
muted.
Why are
Don't
you guys
change-
being retarded?
I don't know. He's starting to ban me.
Can we take
Ban
an overall note with everyone to ban a certain e-girl?
Hey, it's a very important
Ban Killer
subject for me.
Keemstar.
Microphone activated.
Yo, Evity, you need to change it to 2 weeks. Mass ODM and LTAP.
I'm
No,
about
he
to
didn't
be
LTAP
banned.
though.
Ripped.
Yeah, he
he
banned
did.
him.
He left during
No,
my
yeah,
admin set.
Oh, well, that's not LTAP. That's just running from the sit.
Oh wait, no, he
Yeah.
didn't LTAP because he banned him. Never mind.
Yeah, that was my point.
Yeah. All right. Guess. Okay. Can I type out your question, Mel? And we'll answer it.
Oh yeah,
Microphone muted.
One more thing, while
Sound muted.
in
Sound
a sit
resumed.
and then they disconnect, it's not LTAP. You already punished them.
Yeah.
Also, if the running from a sit and disconnecting from the server are 2 different things and 2 different punishments, so
Okay, so
running from a sit is not LTAP.
All right. What's your question, Mel? Let's hear it.
So can I warn people for like setting their job to staff on duty, since it's
Oh,
technically
that was my
being
other question.
E3A off duty?
Well, we already went over that, so I doubt people will do it. But yeah, it's D3 after duty, so
Yes, that is a warnable offense,
Yeah,
and I recommend gathering proof, so
It's
screenshotting
like
them doing it.
losing
I
your
wasn't here for,
virginity
like,
and
half-
going
I
out.
wasn't here for half of it, so.
Well, actually, no, I don't know. I don't know if you should warn them. I think you should probably just tell us.
No, you should like if they're setting their job to staff on duty.
They keep
It's
on
more or
doing
less
it.
like when you lose your virginity and you constantly talk about how you just had sex. Nobody really cares.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you did.
Why you gotta call me out like that?
Microphone
Go,
activated.
hey,
Yeah,
be
bro. Why you
fair.
gotta roast so
If somebody's
hard?
gonna
Why you
set their
gotta
job
roast
to
them?
staff on duty, teleport to them first and ask them to change it. If they don't, then warn 'em.
21 Savage. Why do you gotta trap so hard?
Hey, Garnet, why on MRP does it, like, when you click staff on duty through the F4 menu, it says that you set your job? And not on Dark RP?
All right, stupid fucking dog. You're gonna have
That
to with
is
that menu. You're gonna
irrelevant.
have to do print screen or something like that.
You can download Gaiazo, or actually,
You could also use the stipper tool.
wait, give me a second. You press to screenshot. You press F12, not F5
No,
or
it
whatever
won't.
you use to screenshot.
It won't. That
Okay,
won't
okay.
work.
I have another one. Okay, so you can do the Windows key and then the print screen key. That's what I always use.
And then
If
just
you don't have a
paste it.
print screen, but you have an FN tool, which stands for function. Do function key, then press F12.
But F12 should work for you. Works for me fine. F5 doesn't.
Hey,
work.
why-
Whatever.
Microphone
Sound
muted.
muted.
Sound resumed.
All right.
Cool.
I have
So,
a question, but I'll wait till the staff meeting's over.
Can you guys look at the
Alright.
staff? The staff application?
All right, no. We're only got questions relating to this meeting. So, any more questions about that?
Oh.
It's cancer though.
All right, I'm taking your okay.
I'm
hold on.
denying this.
All right, any more questions? Akil Jamil, what the fuck? Akil Jamil. Not a question, but more a statement. All right, we'll do that later. We just need questions. We need everyone to know everything.
I denied it.
Has everyone's questions been answered? That's what I have a question.
Yes.
All right, Slinsky, what is it?
When I'm in the middle of a sit, it will pop up. You know how it pops up and says like file a report or something like that? When it disappears, I do /G report, see it in the little menu, but it creates script errors for me.
Yeah, it's broken as of right now, but it will be fixed. It's actually being fixed as we speak. Garnet is working on
Slash
it.
what report?
Slash Gree reports. Wow, that was some stuttering. Wow.
Oh, I have a question for Garnet specifically right now.
Thank you.
All right, what's your question, Rick?
Okay, so like, he added custom class sharing, but how do I share my custom class if I already bought it? Because I already bought mine and I want to share it, but the only way to share it is from the buying thing. So is there a way to share it in post or what? Garnet even here?
He's here, but I don't know if he wants to. I'm working on MRP, so
Okay.
let's put that on a. We'll talk about that
MRP,
later.
let's go.
Wait, what's the command to
Microphone
open up the report menu?
Question.
Slash
Slash
G
G
report.
/GRE reports.
Oh, okay.
GRE ports.
G reports.
Hey, I have a
You mean
question.
G
G
reports.
reports, right?
I don't know what my brain was like.
Oh, is
Hey,
this supposed to
can
be
somebody
broken?
do
Is
me a
that what you're
favor,
working on?
higher up?
It's supposed to be broken.
It's
I
not
need-
supposed to be broken.
No,
I
you
need-
know what I mean. He's working on it.
I need
Yeah,
a
he's
ban.
working on it. He knows.
Yeah.
He's
I
well
need
It
a-
aware.
doesn't work for me. It's just a bunch of letters.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
on
all
top
like
of each
jumbled.
other. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good. When do you expect to fix it, Lee? Like this week, next week?
Next we start, hopefully.
Oh, next week start? Oh, cool.
Sick.
Hey,
All right.
IKEA. Question. IKEA.
IKEA has a question. Is that what you're saying?
No, IKEA. The person that you asked to have banned for that 1 week, did he leave before we banned him? Okay.
All right. So is that it for questions pertaining to this meeting
I have a
or
question.
anything
Can
else?
somebody update a ban?
Okay, not like that. Like I mean,
Oh.
yes. I mean we can ask it in ad chat. We'll do it.
Alright,
So any more questions like that? Any more questions? Okay. What's your question? Wait, Lamo is not a staff member in Dark.
Am I not
Someone
allowed
get-
to have questions?
You're not. What the?
Hey, he's been silent and nice. I think he should be able to stay.
Someone kick a Lamo out of here.
User was moved out of your channel.
Aw.
Thank you.
Hey, Lamo. Any more questions?
He just called him lame, bro. So no more questions?
So is the
No, I think it's good, but I think Eben wants to say something. I just want to see what
Alright,
if
let him
we went
talk
over
then.
it. Oh no, we already went over it. Yeah, he's talking
I
about
have a
teamwork.
question.
We already talked about it.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
We already
Question.
went over it.
Is this
All about
real
the teamwork.
deal?
21,
over?
why are you trapping so hard?
Yeah, you weren't there. You were still muted, Eben.
Real dude, where do you want me to upload the meeting after?
All right, you upload it to administration and say name it. Put the date and then Garnet Dark RP staff meeting as the name of the post, and just upload it like that. All right. Well, if that's it for questions, this staff meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for coming. If
Can I talk to you after this about something else? Like,
Sure.
thanks.
So you guys are free to leave this room. I can't move you out, but you're all free to go.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
leave.
So,
Yeah. Also, Evity, could you move me up to Garnet micro penis for a sec? With
Give me a
Garnet?
second.
now that the
User
meeting is
disconnected
over,
from
I
your
have
channel.
to ask one question.
Fine.
Why am I still getting hate?
I hate my life.
Oh my
Get
god,
outta
I
here.
fucking
Channel
hate
was
that guy.
kicked from the server.
An idiot. Yo,
Alright.
dog.